ensure that whatever we do at the end of the day, we make our commodities pass seamlessly across our borders to all parts of the world. On this note, we want to wish NABG and all the participants a very good outing today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Baba. The next line is Mrs. Messi, the country manager based on the pyramid.
Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to meet you all again. I hope to start quite well. I want to support At Booking, we have a project called the Beyond Farm Collective. On that project, there are about 10 agro-commodity organizations across several agricultural applications. And one of the things that we want to achieve through that is to improve the quality of their products and service offerings. This document, standard quite useful, and we are waiting for it to go live. Is that introduce it to all the associations that we're working with, and then they will be able to sort of look at it and see how they can utilize it to ensure that they are able to give a good price, good quality, and get a fair value for their commodities. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Melinda. Okay, the representative from Son is not here. We have to move on as we're mindful of our time. And I want to thank the team from AFEX. Thank you for joining us today. And the representative from BMGF is still being expected. So quickly, let me do some little bit background of why we are gathered here today, and how this agri-commodity standards grading has become an important delivery vehicle for the project that NABG is currently managing. So, since 2021, NABG has been implementing what we call the Advocacy for the Small-Scale Producers program. Then, that's a short form of the full meaning of that project. The full meaning is that NABG is implementing the advocacy for the growth, socio-economic growth of small-scale producers. And this is important because agribusiness itself is about farmers having extra value, income, premium services, and having their place in the society, moving from that small-scale farmers to now the producers. So in part of that whole program, this agri-commodity standards grading is a component of it. So the whole idea is this, that while there are standards in Nigeria, we have the SON, we have the NABG, we have the various association standards in which they sell their products across the borders of the country. We have the quarantine services, we have the customs and excise, we have all those standards. But what the key thing lacking is the grading of such standards, the uniformity of it. So just as we all go to school to recognize what A is when A is said, so that grading will now bring forth this uniformity, and it's what is the whole that NABG, through its lead consultant, Dr. Celestine Okanya, is trying to plug in. Yes, there's a lot of whole frameworks involved. There's a lot because our market is huge. Our commodities are various types. Even NABG now is even doing policy studies on Fonio, Asha. New commodities keep rising up. Their values are being discovered overseas. But before you move them across the border, you have to at least make your buyers understand what you're trying to do. It will even help your warehousing system at AFEX and a whole lot. So that is the background to this thing that is happening at the NABG through the Agri-Commodity Standards Building. And the journey has been far. Since 2022, we've done the consultative workshop. We've gone all around the regions of the country, talking with stakeholders, talking with commodity associations, talking with farm women and men, to begin to understand what will make this policy more robust and encompassing. We validated this document earlier this year, and we are now taking time out to hold this awareness workshop in order to educate the 10 selected commodities that we want to use as our pilot to begin to hone in this information into our consciousness. So I will not take questions now, but again, as I said, I'm mindful of time, but this is a brief high-level background I just shared. It is time for us to take our pictures, and then we'll bring up the doctor himself, the consultant to the whole project, Dr. Celestine Okanya, to come and give an in-depth, eye-opening journey in where we are today and what we all have to do. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's clap for ourselves, please. So, are we ready for the photographs, please? Are we ready? Who is organizing us? Quickly, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Before then, I just want to share with us this pilot of commodities that will be discussed today. And in our list of these 10 agro-commodity standards are, we have the yam, we have maize, we have cashew, we have cocoa beans, we have cocoa beans, we have sorghum, we have sesame seeds, we have rice, we have ginger, rice, ginger, palm fruit and kernel, then millet. This information will be shared with us. It's okay. I just want to engage us for the next 5 minutes before our tea break is ready. Is there soya beans? Is there soya beans? Actually, goes for Alavi. Actually, goes for Alasa. Yes, we have a free room now.
So that you don't cause problem now. You see, the understanding when the project started and the realities when it started might be different now. I was just being referred to by the guys from presidency that NEPC has a new list of country priorities. I think it's necessary for NABG to look at, see which one is priorities. That's one. Secondly, there were, along the way when we were doing this project, there were commodity associations that were actually putting serious pressure because of the work they are doing on NABG to consider their commodity on that list. So I think the DG had, mentally made some changes, but I'll leave that to NABG. Then another misconception we don't want to have today is we're not here today to grade these commodities. We are here to agree